Hello, welcome back to the channel. We just boarded MSC's World America, their newest, largest ship, and we are so excited to be here. We actually booked 3 days before the sailing date started, so we got the last cabin on board the entire ship. They're completely sold out. So in case you're wondering what the most affordable cabin looks like on the entire ship, an interior room looks like, you're in the right place. Welcome to World Wanderers.
We're Alicia and Will.
Come wander the world with us. I just got our keys out of this envelope, which was hanging on our door. We are on deck 10, room 69. It's an interior room. Let's go. We've just walked in the door. Our luggage hasn't been delivered yet, and we haven't unpacked anything. So we're going to show you what the cabin looks like with all its features in pristine condition. And then we're going to talk to you again at the end of our 7-night cruise and tell you how we felt being in the room, whether it was livable, what we liked about it, what we disliked about it, and kind of show you where all of our stuff was. So let's go. On each side of the bed, you're going to notice everything's the same. So we currently have the bed in a queen configuration, which is the two twin size mattresses pushed together. But each has a little nightstand, which is movable, and it's got 2 shelves down there as well. So you can put stuff in there. And then you've got 2 lights here. You've got a light by each side of the bed, and then you've got a reading light by each side of the bed. And then I do want to point out that this is a USB-C charging port. So if you have older style electronics, just know it's not USB-A, and there is no outlet here. So you need something with a USB-C if you're going to be charging your phone here at night. You've also got a light switch on both sides of the bed. If you hit it once, it turns out all the lights in the cabin except for the reading lights. And if you hit it one time more, it'll turn on the light right when you walk in the door, and a second time turns on all the lights again. Same thing is going to be true on that side of the bed. It's completely identical over there. There's also room under the beds if you want to slide your suitcases under there once you've taken everything out of them and stored it in the wardrobe. They are high enough, but you might have to slide your suitcases in from the side depending on how large they are. As far as the bed goes, I would say medium firm, medium soft. Not really either way, somewhere in the middle. Pretty comfortable. And they did give us beach towels as well that we can take up to the pool or off the ship with us. Just the usual warning that they're going to charge us if we don't bring them back. At the vanity here, we have nice lighting. We've got a nice large mirror. And then we've also got multiple ports. You can tell this is a newer ship. I love the amount of outlets they have. So we've got 2 European plugs right here. And then we've got the vanity light switch as well. And then here we've got a 110 volt for either a US plug or any of the adapters would fit there as well. We've got a USB-C port, we've got a USB-A port, and then we've got one more 110 volt plug that would work with any adapter. So that's really nice. We've also got 2 shelves here, the ice bucket. I forgot to show that the hairdryer is actually out here at the vanity. It's plugged in this drawer. You can't move it to the bathroom, but that's okay because there's more space out here to dry your hair anyway. A chair that slides out so you can use either this as a desk or as a makeup mirror. And then we've also got the mini fridge here as well. They do have it stocked with a bunch of stuff, so we might ask our cabin steward if we can get rid of it, but this is what comes in here. Decent sized fridge if you want to put, water or whatever in it. Right here, we've got the trash can. You can see this is where we're storing our backpacks for now. We've got a space for literature, and then we've got a Samsung TV and remote right here. And then the phone is hanging on the wall. Decent sized TV, which you can see from the bed really easily, and then you could angle this chair here. Obviously, there's no sofa or couch in here to sit on, so if you're hanging out in the room to watch TV, maybe this might not be the room for you, but for us, it's gonna be perfect because we're gonna be exploring this huge, beautiful ship. The closet right here is pretty spacious for an interior room. We've got a large section up top. I do notice there's no life jackets there, so that's nice. We can use space up there for our shoes. And then we've got the security box right here. Not large enough for a laptop, but definitely large enough for passports, phones, wallets, etc. We've got 3 different shelves here, as well as 2 drawers, which are empty. Decent sized as well. And then we've got a little hanging section for clothing, as well as one more shelf at the bottom. The only other place to sit in the cabin is this cube box right here. It's got a little handle on it so you could drag it all the way around the room, but that's one more place that you could probably just sit to put your shoes on. I wouldn't want to lounge there. And then let's look at the bathroom. Really light and clean looking. I like what they've done in here. You've got 2 shelves right here for toiletries. You've got a little toothbrush holder right here that you can move. Right down here, you've got the toilet paper and then a little ledge. They have the towel for your feet right here right now, but you could put some stuff there as well. And then here, this opens and that's where your trash can is going to be. Extra toilet paper and a little shelf there if you wanted to put toiletries down there as well. We've also got a mirror that swivels here that is a magnifying mirror, so that's really nice. I like that. That's a good feature. And then the shower is pretty good. I would say this is pretty spacious. For reference, I am 5'4" and about 125 pounds, so I feel like I can kind of turn in here and it's fine. If you're a little bit larger or taller like my husband, you might be a little bit more cramped. We've also got a line here to dry clothing on, or swimsuits, or if you're doing laundry. And then in the shower, we've got a shower head, which is a wand that you can take down and spray. And then we've also got shampoo and shower gel, so no conditioner. So bring your own if you need that. I'm glad I did. And then we've also got a little soap bar holder right there. So you've got your grab bar and your bar to put your leg on to shave your legs. So I'm happy with this bathroom. I feel like the bathroom is the nicest part of the whole cabin, to be honest. We've got some towel hooks here as well for your toiletries or your towels, as well as towel bars. And then out here, we've also got 3 hooks as you go out the door. So things like hats, jackets, backpacks, whatever you could put there. And then right here, we've got a thermostat, obviously. And then we've got the do not disturb button and the makeup room button. I love when they have those instead of having to hang something on the door that's constantly falling off. So that's really nice. You do have to put your key in here in order for the electricity and lights to turn on in the room. So we've got that, and then the light switches, and that's basically it. So stay tuned. Alicia from the future is going to tell you about whether or not we like this cabin. Okay, so sadly our cruise is nearly over, but we wanted to tell you how it was living in this inside cabin for 7 nights. On the whole, we really liked it. We thought the space was pretty usable and we had enough room to organize our stuff and didn't feel cramped in here necessarily, especially since we were out doing things a lot and mostly just in here to sleep. I will say that we never heard anybody from side to side of us, above us or below us, so the cabins are insulated pretty well. We could hear people walking by in the hallway loudly at night, but luckily I do have a noise machine that I turned on, and since it was between us and the door, we couldn't hear anybody from the bed to the door when we had that on, so that was good. In general, I will show you how we organized everything. So on the sides of the bed, the nightstands worked out well. You can see I have my water bottle here. I have my little basket of stuff with my Kindle charger. The one USB-C port worked out just fine for our little docking stations. And then I just kept electronics in the nightstand down there. Same thing on Will's side of the bed. He has his docking station as well as the chargers and stuff he has in his nightstand. The beds we found very comfortable. They had a duvet, not a top sheet, so that was nice. And the pillows were very comfortable. I actually travel with my own travel pillow in case the pillows are awful, and I did not feel the need to take it out. The one thing we did really comment on though was the lack of seating in here. Basically, you had this little cube you could sit on, and then you had this desk chair that you could sit on, which wasn't super comfortable either. So if you're gonna be hanging out in the room, one of us was always like laying in the bed and one of us was sitting at the desk. I do want to point out that you could have put one of the suitcases under the bed if you didn't want to have it out, if you wanted to keep it out of the way. They have some stuff stored under there, but there was room to put 1 or 2 suitcases under there if you wished. I just took everything out of my suitcase and just stacked it over here just for storage because I didn't feel like putting it under the bed. That worked just fine. I had a hamper here for my clothes, and then We did use these over the door hooks, which we currently have laundry drying on. This is our gym clothes from this morning, which, you know, there's not a lot of room in here to like lay something out on the balcony to dry. So we did find that we were using these a lot to just dry wet clothes from swimming or from sweat. As far as the closet goes, I did use every space in the closet. You can see we have our carry-ons at the top, and then we used all the shelves, and then we used the drawers for like clothes that we were going to use again. But I have all of my stuff in there in my packing cubes. And then the one thing we could have used more space on was shoe storage. So you could see in there that I have all of my shoes and Will's shoes kind of thrown at the bottom there. But we found that we were stacking these by the door, which were kind of in the way as we moved in and out of the room. Will did not unpack his whole suitcase because there wasn't quite enough room. So we had his suitcase just open here all the time, along with his snorkel gear, which we just stored on the floor over there. At the vanity, this drawer came in handy with the hairdryer that they have in there. We also have like my straightening iron and curling iron in there as well. So that worked well. Outlets, we never ran out of outlets. I did use my adapter to get one additional outlet once when we were charging multiple things at once when I wanted to straighten my hair. So that worked out fine, but realistically, there were plenty here. I didn't even need to bring the adapter. These shelves worked out really well for things like sunscreen or beach stuff, Will's water bottle, chargers, laundry supplies, and then this little basket that I just keep miscellaneous stuff in as well. And then these hooks by the door worked out really well for our beach bag, our shore excursion bag, fanny pack, and then also wet clothes from the pool, hats and such. And then in the bathroom, we did find the bathroom to be a little bit cramped, as you do on most cruise ships. You definitely could only have one person in here getting ready or, you know, on the toilet at a time. There wasn't room for both people to be using the sink or the bathroom at the same time unless somebody was just in the shower showering. But that would have been the same in a balcony cabin as well. The storage in here, though, was pretty good, actually. The stuff we used infrequently, we put on the shelves, and then there was lots of room to hang stuff off of if you needed things to dry in here. And then my toiletry bag fit here just fine. Will's toiletry bag fit down there. We have our little travel scale that fit there as well. And then we also put our toothbrushes in the little cup here, which worked out really well. So as far as storage goes, there was a bunch of hooks in here, a bunch of towel racks. That worked well. So no complaints in here. In general, we would choose this cabin again for the right price. The only thing that we did comment on as a major detractor was that we didn't know what time of day it was ever, just like you do in other inside cabins on other cruise lines. We would often find ourselves waking up and checking the time to be like, oh my gosh, is it morning already? And it would be 2 a.m. Or sometimes I'd check and be like, maybe it's 2 a.m. and it was actually 8:30 a.m. already. So that's the only thing. The lack of natural light in here definitely made us sleep in more or kind of wonder what time it was. I also would recommend bringing some sort of piece of tape or something, because I don't know if you can tell, but this do not disturb button has a very, very bright LED light in it. And we commented on it that it's like the North Star in here at night when you have it on. So bring something to cover that if you don't want a night light, because it's very bright. But in general, only other complaint, like I said, was that lack of seating situation in here. But other than that, the cabin was really nice, and we would definitely book it again if we were in the same circumstances. So the ship was amazing. The cabin was good. We had a wonderful time. I'm super sad it's over already. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to hit the subscribe button, we're going to be sharing our travels that are full-time now as we continue to wander the world. We'd love to have you along with us. If this was helpful, please give it a like so that YouTube knows to recommend it to people like you. And if you're interested in what I always pack for a cruise or any of the products that I pointed to that I think is super helpful for a cruise stateroom, I'm going to link that video next. Thanks so much for watching, and safe travels.